But again, the idea came to me, right? Yep. So this is why people need to listen. It may be your voice, but it may not be coming from you. It could be from your higher wisdom. It could be from your spiritual soul, but it could be from outside of yourself. And I honestly think that those who guide me in the spirit world know I'm the medium's medium, so to speak. Although I've had a taste of doing medium readings and things, my purpose is not just to be one-on-one with people. It is to get to the most amount of people the fastest, because the world is hurting and people are hurting. So I think they put that thought in my mind. And then, like I said, to record it, I just closed my eyes and I spoke. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's never happened before. Was it me speaking or was it someone speaking through me? Who knows? But
it doesn't matter if it works for people. If you're getting emails saying, hey, that worked for me, Sandra, then it definitely worked. Yeah, Peter Wright would say, right on.
Right on. It's free.
It worked. It worked.
Yeah.
For people, that's all it takes. Good for you. I love it. I just love it.
Thanks for letting me share that.
That was wonderful.
Thanks.
Thank you for sharing it. We're going to have all, you can send me an email so that I can make sure I get this exactly right in the show notes, how people can get to both of your, you're always showing me up. I just love it. We can get to both of your podcasts and make sure everybody gets it right.
Oh, thanks.
That's great.
Thank you.
So you have made leaps and bounds. Are you going to do another book?
Maybe someday, but it's just not pulling on my heartstrings right now. I have lots of videos out on YouTube and lots of shows, and I just need to follow where my heart says yes. I don't object to it, but it's just not right on.
Are your Sunday gatherings recorded? People can listen to those?
They are. And what our Sunday gathering is, it's our non-denominational, we call it a spiritual service. Everybody's welcome. And we have the best music videos. They are lively. They are fun. There's always a topic of inspiration of some sort. So you leave there feeling like $1,000,000 and ready to take on the world. But part of it is a medium demonstration. So we hold these on Zoom, where so much is going on these days.
Oh my goodness, I live on Zoom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I do too. But you can be sitting at home and your loved one can come through. We usually get about 5 or 6 different loved ones that come in during the service. And why we do it is to let people know that the afterlife is real, but living life is real too, and to help empower people. And so loved ones come through with great specifics about how they see people, what they're doing. There's great shared memories. Everyone can feel the love, and everyone leaves feeling these people's loved ones come through. But I know my loved ones are around too. They are very much part of our lives. And so I love our Sunday gatherings. It's completely free, and it's just as powerful for me and for my other friends that put this on as for people that attend. And you can find out more at my website. Go to wedon'tdie.com. There's a link that says Sunday Gathering. And if you click, you can click on any of the past weeks and do yourself a favor and get a little inspiration, because they're all good and great music, and they'll just make you feel good. And you can also register for the next one coming up.
wedon'tdie.com is really a happening place. I went just to check it out, and I thought, oh my goodness, look at all the stuff that's going on here.
Yeah.
It's really great. You have various kinds of lessons and things people can just register to do and learn.
Absolutely.
And it's wonderful. Wonderful website.
And everything we offer is money back guaranteed. So everything's inexpensive and money back guarantee. We just want to support people. We do. And make a difference.
Well, what are you planning to do next? Not that you need to do anything next, but what are you thinking about having come next in your life? Have you thought about where's it all going? If you're not going to write a book, I mean, out of the blue came what you were doing for Sonia Rinaldi, which I think is beautiful. I mean, what a wonderful idea to help her with this movie, which We had a series of guests, of people who had been part of the movie. And in case anyone could possibly still not be aware of the movie, explain the movie and explain what Sonia does, which I think is just extraordinary.
I sure am happy to. Sonia Rinaldi is a little lady, short of stature, but big of everything else.
Cute, isn't she?
She is, who for over 30 years has been working with electronic voice phenomena. And now, well, it's all called instrumental transcommunication, about how people communicate with us through the veil. And so using very scientific methods and research and equipment, she will do things like film static coming in. She'll have some projectors projecting static, like you'd see on a static channel on a television, but project it inside of there's one of her experiments is inside of a clear Easter egg, and she'll just film that. And at some point she may be working with a parent or a volunteer, but when she plays it back, now she has to play it back frame by frame. And on some of her experiments, there's either 32 or 64 frames in 1 second of her recording. But very often, in fact, like 99% of the time, there's people's faces that show up in these. And
Isn't
I'm
that
not
amazing?
talking,
I can't get over that.
I'm not talking faces like you see faces in the clouds. I'm talking specific, like you can see them, you can recognize them. You know who they are. Photograph quality. Correct. And so in the movie, it documents her journey and how she got to be doing what she's doing. And then throughout the film, you see different parents who have worked with her. She's got a very strong passion about helping parents. And I'm also very fond of helpingparentsheal.org, another great group who believes in the afterlife and their grief support as well. But she's got this passion, and to see how people's lives transformed when they can see an image of their child or their loved one, knowing that they live on, and people are healthy, they're well, they can change their ages in the pictures, and it's incredible. I mean, the world, when we get over there, is going to be so great. We'll probably be too busy to do anything except for really embrace where we are, because there's just so much we can do. So to be able to share her experiments makes me think that if she can do it, there's other people that will find a passion and they'll start practicing this. I mean, we all remember when cell phones first came about, or most people remember, there were these big bulky things, right? And look where we are now. We can get every bit of information on our phone. And I think in time, there's going to be young minds and maybe some older minds that will do some testing and be really committed to this. I mean, one of the things I asked Sonia is, what does it take for people to do this? And she says it's commitment. You can't just show up once and expect you're going to get everything. You know, your loved one on the other side works with a team of scientists, what she believes. And you know, this takes a lot of planning. It takes commitment. It takes, okay, folks, I'm going to do this again on Tuesday and Thursday, meet you at 6:00, and really a practice of doing it. And the more serious we are about it, the more serious they are about helping us. And I really think there's going to be some great things in the future unfold. And to answer your question about what's next for me, it is taking everything that we've got, because since COVID hit, we had to do everything online, which was actually a gift because we got to learn how Zoom works. We got to meet people in different areas of the globe that would have never come to a live event. But we've recorded a zillion hours worth of good recordings on so many topics of psychic and mediumship and trance mediumship and all these Sunday gatherings and things. And people are hungry for this information. So I think what's next is to really take some of these recordings, turn them into online courses and free stuff and get it out there as far in the world as I possibly can. Have a lot of stuff out there for free. And if things do cost money, have it be minimally priced so people get good information. They get things that make sense, that are spiritually intelligent, that don't insult them. They aren't fearing the afterlife. They aren't fearing that their loved one went somewhere bad. So to get the right information that has integrity out to the most amount of people. So that's what everything in my system is saying is coming next.
And that is Sandra Champlain in a nutshell.
Amen.
Take something bad and find something wonderful in it and say, look how terrific this is going to be. Everyone else is saying, oh, how awful we had COVID. Wasn't it awful? And she's saying, look how wonderful this is going to be. Bless you, my dear. I cannot believe everything, whatever you plant, it all comes up roses, right? I mean,
thanks. It took a lot of pain, though. There was a lot of manure on those roses. It was a lot of pain. Right. I tell you, I wouldn't want anybody to go through what I did.
Destroyed your glamorous career with race car drivers.
Yeah, exactly.
And it turned it into something wonderful. I cannot get over you. You're just something really special.
Thanks, Roberta. It takes one to know one.
I think that's just great. No, but it's really true. Actually, it is really true. It is. But there's one more thing it takes to make what Sonia is doing and why she's so unique. It takes selflessness. Other people have failed at what she's doing because they've seen that if they can make it work, they're going to make $1.50. And Sonia is not like that. Sonia is doing like you. She's doing it very selflessly. She's not looking to make a fortune
Correct.
Or even a penny out of what she's doing. And that's one reason she's so successful at it. And I think that's what it takes. They can sense who's doing this to try to do it for the world. And the people who are doing this, who are not in bodies, know who is pure, and they know who they will work with. And as you say, they have to be people who are willing to give up their lives to it. And they have to be people who are willing to see in it that the reward is a greater reward than money. They really don't like it when people are doing things for the money. Oh, my goodness.
Roberta, I have been granted with the best friends of my life through this.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I've given up. My life is only enhanced.
Oh, I feel the same way. Oh,
I don't think... Yeah, it's not about money, but I feel like the powers that be in the unseen world make sure the mortgage gets paid, there's food on the table,
yep.
All
now,
those good things.
You may not get to live in a palace, but Jesus said all that too. It's all in the Gospels. Oh, my yes.
Yeah, but our mind can make a heaven out of hell or hell out of heaven. And I think any one of us can look around and find things to be grateful for. And once we really soak up how good things are, I am living in a palace, I am with the person of my dreams, which is my mom. I mean, the love we have is phenomenal. So there's always things we don't have, but the gold is really in acknowledging what we do have and being grateful for it. And I feel like I have everything and more than I could ever want. And whatever I don't have, I'm going to get to do in the afterlife. No, I mean, I can go on American Idol in the afterlife if I want to sing or whatever that is. Yeah. Like there's always an opportunity to do that. There is.
I could tell you wonderful stories about the palaces that they build there and the parades that they give. Oh my goodness. The evidence, I call it evidence because I'm being very technical, but the communications received in the maybe 30 years in the very early part of the 20th century, the end of the 19th century, tremendous communications that were received. A lot of it is about the so-called rewards that they give to people who have done wonderful things in this life, and including like literally golden palaces. There was one fellow that they tried to give a golden palace to, and he was so bitter about it because it was cold, and he didn't want to even be in it because it was all gold, and he'd rather be in a field. It was really quite funny. I mean, it is funny and ironic and strange, but yeah, all you need, as they say, all you need is a